what to tell you guys. It looks like it's going to be a rough night because it is choppy as all get out. Look at this. All right, so things aren't working like I had hoped. Internet is got fixed for me, and fixed apparently means really rough. So welcome to everyone in the chat. Look at this. I am jacking this up something awful. Huh. Oh man. Sorry guys. All right, so I got to figure something else out here on reading the chat. I'm not going to do all the other stuff today. I am just going to make this to where I could read the chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. Who do we have here? Man, it is really lagging bad. I have worked on this all week to get it exactly how I'd like it, and it is not doing well. All right, let's just go ahead and say hi to some people. DJ is in the house. DJ. Ojo, welcome. Glad you could finally catch me live too. Dan the Mountain Man is here. Jim Spencer. Jeff and Tootsie Camping. Welcome, guys. So sorry. It happens every time I schedule a live stream. I was sitting here. I hit on the pre-scheduled live stream and hit go live, and it just would not go. And then the internet just bottomed out completely. So that was fun. Hey Eric, welcome. Didn't forget about it. It just is technology. All right. Patrick Farrell, hello. Bill Sanders, welcome, Bill. Webb's here. Ralph, welcome to the chat. Dan the Mountain Man, I think I already mentioned you, and Leslie. All right. Hey, Jordan. So glad you could join us. Welcome, guys. Well, I thought I had this all worked out. I thought I had it all nice and pretty in a way that I could really have some fun with this, and it's not quite there, but that's okay. So essentially, what's going to happen in the future, I want to make these live streams interactive, and I want to do that in a way that you guys are going to earn experience or points in the chat for participating. You're going to be able to do certain commands, and when you do those commands, it's going to play audio and different sound clips on my live stream. You can also gamble your points. I know I'm not telling you to gamble, but in this regard, that's what you can do. So lots of fun stuff coming. That stuff is not going to be tonight because everything that I had going that I felt really good about is just completely gone wonky. So if we can get that chat highlight up here, that would be fantastic. All right, we got some different things I want to cover this evening. Some stuff that I want to go over with you guys. Look on the bright side. God bless, Bob. Absolutely. I'm trying too hard, which I don't get accused of that very often. I really don't. But I always want to bring as high of quality of content as I can. No, that's not true. You look at Smoky Mountain Family's videos and you look at mine, you're like, wow. But I want to make this fun. If we're going to just do live streams from Vlog Cabins on Tuesdays, I want to make this interactive. So we'll get there. Ventures with Ray. Hey, you all, greetings from Central Florida. Hit the thumbs up, everyone. Absolutely. I'm going to do it right now. I've got the live stream up here watching the chat. Leslie, so I want to do like little clips and sounders of me saying dumb stuff. So when you do that, and you earn points by just participating in the chat and being here on the live streams. And then what happens then is that once you earn those points, you can cash them in for different things. So, and there's other little games that you can play. Magic 8 Ball. I don't know if some of those, if any of the commands are working. I didn't do that right. No, it's not working. So nothing's working that I had set up. So hopefully we can. Ralph's been giving me a lot of tips, and it's frankly overwhelming. I know once I get it to where I want it to be, there it goes. Welcome to the stream. That's what I was trying to get it to do. So, 8 Ball. See if you guys can see this in the chat. So there'll be little fun things like that. You guys are all should be earning XP right now, even during this stream, that you can hopefully use next week. So Ralph says it takes time finding which programs work best for you. Yeah, so I'm going to, each time, hopefully it gets a little bit better. And fortunately, we took a step back for some reason. But it is what it is. Hope you guys are doing well. We had a rare 50-something degree day today in the midst of all this cold, but we got a bunch of stuff coming, like nasty stuff. Nasty ice and snow, it looks like. So, head back to the chat. I've made this infinitely much more difficult. All right. Being Mountain Man says, don't feel bad. I overplanned so much on some things that I don't get to do what I was planning. Yeah, and my problem ultimately ends up being I set the expectations up here, and ends up being a fraction of what I hoped. So it's a question for you, a little philosophical question while I pop this gum in my mouth and start chewing it. I want you to answer in the chat. Do you think it's better to have expectations in life and face struggle and letdown, or is it better to just go through your life, expectation free and just kind of never being disappointed? Deep philosophical, all about the Smokies chat here. Jordan, I'm going to have to move these to 8 p.m. so you can stay on a little bit longer. We'll see you later. I feel like I missed some folks. Yes, I did. Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Is this XP transferable to Fortnite? Unfortunately, it takes 1 million All About the Smokies tokens to equal 1 Fortnite XP. What Leslie says, wasn't it nice today? It felt like spring. Sure did. Scotty Ball Game says, hi everyone. I lost my 68-year-old dad last week. I'm struggling mentally to cope. I could use some love, guys. He was my best buddy. I'm so sorry to hear that, Scotty. Definitely been a lot of loss over these last couple of years. We'll be praying for you. You know, gosh, not only just your dad, but your friend, and it's like a double whammy. So. Welcome back. It's all about the Smokies. Dan says, between you and the Smoky Mountain family, you guys are the best Smokies vloggers. I appreciate that, Dan. I appreciate that you continue to put out content that stretches beyond just like it's hard sometimes to do the same kind of content week in, week out. So that you're able to do some food reviews and different things is pretty cool. Ojo says, I expect great things and expect to fail and expect to get back up and expect greater things. Yeah, no, I agree. It's hard sometimes when you set the bar real high and come up short. I was going to introduce you guys to my new cat, and I brought her out here to the cabin, was setting things up, and then she stood by the door and just cried and cried and cried, wanted to go back inside the house. So, not that a lot of you would care, but Jeff and Tootsie, or Jeff says, I take it day by day also. Jason says, I always hope, plan, and pray for the best, but take time to enjoy the process. Still learning that myself. Yeah, definitely always, as a Christian, our hope isn't in things here on this earth. So, the letdowns you have are only temporary in the grand scheme of things. Oh, just says no ASMR, please. We'll be having ASMR Fridays on All About the Smokies now. Patrick said something here I missed. Do you have stickers? We're currently, I'd say 100% of you haven't noticed that. Haven't noticed that we switched our store from Spreadshirt over to Teespring, and actually it's just called Spring now, I guess. So I haven't got the stickers up on there. We do currently have, if it's of any interest to you, on Patreon, patreon.com/Smokies. If you join at the $5 a month level up through the third month, we do send out a sticker to you automatically. Patrick says, can you do a review on the Ark in Kentucky? I really want to do that. And I want to do some that are closer to me, so I would. So, Smoky Mountain Family says, Bob gets so much love in ASMR content. Let me tell you what. I missed out, and if you've heard this story before, I'm really sorry. I missed out on being a millionaire. And here's how. I understand ASMR and the appeal of it, and I know a lot of people don't get it. So I was trying to figure out what that's called. Like when someone pays special attention and you get kind of tingles in your scalp. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please don't think I'm a weirdo. There's a lot of people out here that understand what I'm saying. So those feelings, I went out to search to see if they had a name. And they didn't. They didn't at that time. So I joined a Yahoo group, and we all were discussing it and what various triggers were and different things. And mind you, ASMR wasn't even a thing yet. Our Yahoo group went through a series of name suggestions and came up with ASMR. Like, now, I didn't specifically, but someone in our group came up with the term ASMR. They started finding videos out there on YouTube that were triggers, like someone talking quietly while they were doing something, and someone intently painting. Bob Ross, of course, was always one that people got ASMR triggers from. So then, as a result, people started out of that making ASMR videos, and they were really lame at the beginning, and people can think they're lame now still. I had thought about creating a channel then, and if I had, I'd have millions of subscribers. I guarantee it, and millions of views, and I would probably not have this YouTube channel. So anyway, just a little story time. Hey, J&T Camping, Gary the Cable Guy, welcome. And Dan, we'll see you later. All right, so I don't know if you guys, I don't know if the chat froze or if you guys just stopped talking. Internet is acting like it's wanting to go real slow, so it's probably me. So Leslie, that's not ASMR. Lip smacking eating, they call that, actually it's called mukbang. It's a type of ASMR, but that's one that grosses me out. I don't get it. The idea when Flavortown's opening. If there's anybody that knows in the chat, it's going to be Smoky Mountain Family. I don't know. So what's really cool, I'm going to try to do this without showing my address here. I don't know if I'm doing it right. So I was looking for news one day and trying to get ideas of things, like what you're talking about, like when things open. And I found there was a paper called the Mountain Press, and it covers Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and all of Sevier County. So I signed up for it, and they deliver it to your house no matter where you live. Now, the one thing I will say, pricing-wise, it's probably, and it's not because, I think they deliver about 3 of these a week, and this time they came, like this is the 19th through the 21st, they just came today. So if you're wanting like updated news, it's not really going to be great for that. But the good news is, no pun intended, is that you get both the print version, but you also get the online version, so it has all the same stories. So, but they do mail it directly to your house, and it's no more expensive to come to you wherever you are, like comes here in Ohio, than if they're delivering it in your backyard. It's all the same price. So I was going to go through some of the headlines I found interesting on here. If you guys will humor me. Yeah, but Leslie, people smacking food in their mouth and things isn't going to do anything for me either. So some of these stories you may have heard. I'm just going to go through a couple of them here real quick. Dollywood's going to be expanding, and some of you may know that. We don't really cover Dollywood here on the channel. But they plan on adding thousands of jobs. It says the next set of plans for Dollywood will add more than 2,000 positions at the park over the next 10 years. Officials from the theme park came to City Commission workshop Wednesday to discuss plans for an access road to the workforce housing facility that's already under construction. They outlined plans for several new resorts, a campground, a possible new entrance to their hospitality area, a new roller coaster in the Wildwood Grove area, and other plans. They've already talked about many of the plans, which would mean another $500 million in investments over the next 10 years. That's huge. I mean, for an area, you think of Sevier County and the size that it is. Hey, John, welcome. In the size that Sevier County is, I mean, it's a huge boon for the community. Dolly Parton continues to just inject life. Now, a lot of controversy over the park itself as of late. A lot of negative press when it comes to the prices. I mean, when you're investing $500 million in a community, it's probably necessary to up your ticket prices. Now, Eric from Smoky Mountain Family was talking on his Q&A about why they don't really do Dollywood, and he referenced that, Kings Island, which is, and the price for admission is far less. I mean, for about the price of one day at Dollywood, I can almost buy a season pass to Kings Island. But with that being said, $1 million in creating 2,000 positions, it is huge. Last live stream I mentioned to you guys that the park set a visitation record is confirmed, 14.1 million visits in 2021. Absolutely insane. And it exceeded 2019 by 1.5 million, which was the prior record. Unreal. Of course, what it's doing. It's also bringing business to the area through restaurants and attractions. But it also is, going to increase costs. You're going to need more park rangers. Unfortunately, more people to clean up trash, because the more people that come through, the less people seem to I don't know, like the more brains there are, the less of a brain people seem to have. If that makes any sense. A couple other news of note here. Casey's is taking over for Pilot. That's gas stations there in Sevier County. Several area gas stations are making the transition from Pilot to Casey's General Store after a sale was announced late last year. Casey's is a chain based in Iowa and now has 5 stores in Sevier County. 3 in Sevierville, 1 in Seymour, 1 in Pigeon Forge. So that's interesting. I'd never heard of Casey's. I don't know if you guys had. Leslie, do we disagree on almost everything? It says Kings Island with a pukey face. I think I live too close to it and went too many times. I just don't like it at all. It's the roller coasters. I don't care about the theming. It's the roller coasters for me. Now, I will say I don't care about it at all for years when I would take the kids. Like, it was fun to see their faces and them having fun, but ultimately it wasn't fun. But I love roller coasters. Big Blue Nation says if Opryland still existed, Dollywood wouldn't be so expensive. I'm sure you're right. All right, this one I found interesting. The Gatlinburg held its regular scheduled commission meeting on Tuesday, January 18th. And they were talking about the success that the national park has been having. And it references, in the fourth quarter alone, Gatlinburg's Welcome Center had 109,000 visitors. And all 400,000 vacation guides that they had printed were distributed this year. That's insane. That's in Q4 alone. When a lot of the destinations are closing their welcome centers, ours just keeps coming in, said Mark Abrams, president and CEO of Gatlinburg Convention Center. Now, these are some interesting stats I wanted to mention to you guys. through a program called Datafy that tracks close to 300 million cell phones. I don't love this, but it's an interesting stat. On the night of the Christmas parade, over 63,000 cell phones were seen in use. That night, there were 31,000 people staying in cabins, 27,000 staying in hotels, and 15,000 people went to the attraction on that day alone. To the, I don't know what that means, went to the attraction. I missed something? I don't know. But then this was the other number. There was an estimated amount of 125,000 people at the parade. Insane. So that's just interesting. So you can get the paper, and you can get the electronic version and get the print version. It is quiet tonight. You guys are absolutely quiet. I feel like I'm really struggling here. Well, if everyone is going to stay pretty quiet, how do you get those papers? I don't remember the website. I want to say it's the mountainpress.com. I'll pull it up right now since I got a moment here. But yeah, it looked like here where we are in Ohio, it was supposed to get some snow and ice. So be careful out there wherever you are with this winter storm. Like ODOT, their Facebook page has been giving like updates. Our regional weather service has been giving updates every couple hours, it feels like. Yeah, so it's themountainpress.com if you're interested in getting a paper. You get the paper in the mail, but you also then yeah, so it is $18.40 for 28 days. And that's whether or not so they have a digital version, like where you just get online. It's $18 a month, basically. Or you can get the home delivery with digital access for $18.40 for 28 days. Like I said, those papers, the frequency is, it looks like it comes about 3 papers a week. Oh no, Tuesday through Saturday print. And if you live in Sevier County, it comes the same day. But it's been about a week or 2 late for me, but that's okay. Oh, okay. Wildcat Country Blue, Big Blue Nation. I'm currently dealing with round 2 of COVID, so you're not very talkative. No, you're fine. DJI asked, when's the next time that you'll be in Gatlinburg? Should be around mid-February. And I initially was going to plan the end of March, early April. I got to editing that hotel video, and I got the bug. The bug bit me again, and I wanted to make sure that I got down there sooner. I couldn't wait, so I'm going to do a solo trip sometime in February. Eric was doing homework. That's okay. And sorry for the quality tonight. I don't know why it was great last week, and they fixed the internet and it's worse. So I'll have to have them back out. Patrick said same in Kentucky. It's cool. I've been looking into the press. Maybe it's Jeff and Tootsie. Not much longer, and you'll be back in the Smokies. I wish I could get back to once a month. Hopefully, February will be the month that kicks it off. Hey Bob, are you going to decorate your tree for Valentine's Day? That's a good question, Cheryl. I think I'm going to keep it here. Now you probably can't see it on camera, but the little snowman's up that Miranda made. It's really hard to do this backwards. I don't know how other people do it. The little snowman guy's up there. The two brown rectangles are those ones that we received in the mail. And keep trying to point to stuff with my mouse. You guys can't see my mouse, so that doesn't really do us any good. Might see you in February in Gatlinburg. I hope so. Second time around isn't as bad as the first bout with it. Just feels like a bad cold. Yeah, and I didn't get it the first time when everybody was getting the full version of it. So ours was pretty mild, mostly body aches. Bob, do you think Carol Baskin killed her husband? I may be one of the last remaining people that did not watch Tiger King. I didn't have any interest. Missing you guys just barely again. We seem to travel close together. I think we get desperate to get to the Smokies about the same time. Yeah, so we'll have fun with the little commands once I figure it all out. You'll be able to type certain things and certain things will happen. So I'm going to type in this subscribe thing and it should give you a special message on subscribing. So hopefully we can get this internet figured out this week. Get the rest of these things that I had set up working. Yeah, see it. I got a little moderator. JFK assassinated due to his knowledge of UFOs. You know what's funny? Keeping things like that a secret. I'm going to cough real quick. Hopefully I can just turn this down. I'm trying to do things the hard way here. Hold on a second. All right. It's funny. There would have been a time in our history where that would have been the biggest deal, which is keeping secrets about UFOs. And during Trump's presidency, they release a bunch of classified information, and nobody cares. It's just funny, and that's not like a political statement. It's just it's funny. It's ironic, you know. Man, that internet is jumping all over the place between red and green.